Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And
hello and welcome back to the CIS Minor Qualifiers. My name is Dingo and I'm going to be carrying you through this one. We've got a very exciting second map coming into the series. We've just had an upset on map number 1, Extremum taking their pick, but again, after a hard-fought win in double overtime. Coldy will start things off well for Team Spirit here on Mirage. Now, it'll be Young trying to get that kill on the air skip. He will pick it up, and that'll be into the 2-man advantage for Team Spirit. They need to sort of mentally reset here as well, coming in from that loss on Vertigo. They had a 12-3 half. They threw it all away. And they find themselves fighting on Mirage. This is their pick. This should be a lot more dominant. And will be Coldy taking that kill onto Archie. He wanted to get in towards Palace, and he has not been allowed access. That will be an easy kill there as well. Now Vitosh and Talker into a 2v5. Team Spirit. It looks like they're just sitting playing CT side, right? They're not even doing a whole lot. They're just waiting for aggression coming towards them. And, you know, they've taken every opportunity that's come towards them. And at this point, when they realize there's no one else coming their way, they'll eventually walk into a bomb site. This time with a 3-man advantage. So things not looking too great here for Extremum into the T side, into the first pistol, should I say. And it will be Team Spirit throwing the smoke over as well. And the execute coming in towards the B bomb site. Flashbang over the top. Vitosh has made the right call. Has rotated over towards B, but multiple players sitting here already on the T side. It won't be 2 kills. Talker and Vitosh get 1. It's all on the Vitosh now as he's left into a 1 versus 3. And I disbalance will finish him off with the Glock. 1 kill for every player apart from Sophic, who didn't get 1. And it was Coldy with a double. So good stuff from Team Spirit. A good pistol win there. And this could be I honestly think this is probably going to be a quick one from Team Spirit. I think they're a better team individually. I think on a map like Mirage, it'll be a lot less forgiving to Extremum. So I think we're going to find ourselves probably moving into the 3rd map of the series here. In quite a short amount of time. I know it sounds pretty biased, but I think that's just mainly... I think it literally just because Team Spirit, I've watched them more, I understand their playstyle a little bit more, and I think they're obviously a better team overall. So I personally think we're going to probably be moving on to that 3rd map relatively quickly. As Team Spirit have got themselves a much better buy here as well. Extremum, they've only got the USPs, 1 flashbang on Talker, and this should be a relatively simple pickup. As Vitosh is leaving the B-bomb site, they're going to get no information there. And I think at this point, Young, he might decide to go on a bit of a walk through B. And realize that it's completely empty. Call that to his team, perhaps. They are still in a position where it's very capable for them to go to either side of the map, right? They could go in towards A or B, rather simply. That will be a majority of Team Spirit going back over towards the B bomb site. Bomb is going to be there, utility is there as well, and here comes the execute as they start to move on through. It will be 1 player off towards short airskip, who's been such an impactful player across the board for the boys on Extremum in the last map, trying to get it done here as well, but it's not looking like it's going to be too possible for him as he has been left alone. And it will be another pickup here for Team Spirit, and 5 men staying alive so far as well. Hunting. Young wants a kill on the Mac 10. He'll start to rattle shots off towards Murder Hall, but no kill coming in just yet. Airskip will be sitting up inside of the ladder room as they start to come in towards him. That's the kill from Chopper. Airskip is going to be finished off, and it will be a round win again, yet for here Team Spirit. And pretty simple stuff. Set up for a couple of exits here on the CT side, hoping they would find something, but they will not find anything. It'll be 1-0, quickly mid-2. And this is where Extreme will throw down the gauntlet. They want to challenge a bit more. So, coming into this one, Team Spirit do have themselves the 2-0 start, and they want to hang on to it as well, as they have got ourselves Team Spirit, look, he's stronger. It is their map pick. Mirage has obviously been a traditionally pretty good map for the likes of Team Spirit. I think it's going to favor a lot of the aim stars. It's going to open up a lot more opportunities for individuals. And again, we kind of discussed at length how we feel like Team Spirit perhaps have the better individuals and perhaps have a team that's more star-studded, if you give it that. But Extremum have definitely been playing their game across this series. They've gone aggressive. They've looked strong as they start to move through parts of the map. They've definitely not sat back and been scared of the light Team Spirit to sort of dominate them. And I think that's been a really good sign moving forward, you know, showing that you can fight against them. You're not feeling too scared of them. That's a good way to play, but the problem is when you get like that and you try to force the issue a little bit too much on the CT side, that's when Team Spirit can catch you out, and that's exactly what they've done. They've sat back passively, they've just waited, they've had a default, and it's worked perfectly. Again, a man advantage is there to work with on the T side. They'll start to make their way back over towards A. There's currently one player sitting there, and that's Waterfalls. If they can get rid of him, dispatch of him, they'll have the bomb site easily. No problems whatsoever. He's going to be sitting here. Waterfalls has been a big problem, a thorn in the side of Team Spirit. Can he do it here, Mirage? Not so far. He will be finished off by Sotfik. Oh, Airskip and Archie might just consider saving their weapons. It's going to be a 3-0 start here for Team Spirit. Much better indeed. Very passive, just a default, spread out across the map. Get it done. Easy pickups. You'll be feeling confident. I've seen someone in the chat asking in the previous round about the previous round whether or not why they were saving pistols. The reason they weren't saving pistols, the thing they were doing is there's not a whole lot of reason just to run in, right, and lose all your lives. They were kind of hoping they could stack towards one side of the map, and if they walk in towards A, they would have found quite a few chances at kills. But the thing is, when they go to the other side of the map, what's the point in just running away and giving your life up? So they'll set up for a couple of exits. They hope that Team Spirit think they've got something of value. They want to get rid of them. And they'll hunt them. And they sort of stack towards one side of the map or waiting for the exit frag to run out for the bomb site. You just get a couple of kills. So that is why. And it's not all about just hanging on to USPs and nothing else. So there's a little bit of thought behind it. Team Spirit will start the tick, making sure it's going to be Sumdayong early with the two pickups towards Underpass. Waterfalls and Archie moving their way through and will end up falling. There'll be a two-man advantage for Team Spirit. They should be favoured to win this round as well. There should really be no problem whatsoever at this point for Team Spirit. Although, a problem or a thorn in their side could be Vitosh, who's already pushed all the way through Palace and wants to get in behind from T-Spawn. There's currently one player sitting there, and that, of course, is Chopper, who's had his number quite often here towards Palace. They haven't been able to really move their way through there just yet. They've got two players positioned towards top boxes on the T side. Team Spirit still have multi-map control. They have so many avenues they can go through it. And Chopper has won that battle against Vitosh, pushing through the apartments. So Airskip and Talker left alone into a 2v5. And with 44 seconds left, this is where Team Spirit can start to gather their troops back over towards the A bomb site. They currently have Airskip already on the A site, up towards the stairs. And 33 seconds left. This is where the push can easily come on through. There'll be a flashbang over the top. Sumdayong coming in alongside the rest of his troops. And the cavalry run down the bomb site. Airskip is the first man to fall. Now it's only the Deagle of Talker, who has been upgraded to an AUG. So perhaps a more tantalizing option is to save. And Team Spirit will be feeling a lot more confident, a lot happier coming in from that previous map. Mainly due to ended up losing Vertigo. If you are just tuned into the series, this is currently the second map of the series, and Team Spirit are one map down. Not expected whatsoever. So coming into this one, it's going to be Team Spirit on the AWP for Idis Balance. AK-47s for Coldy, Saltfic, and Sumdai Young. Chopper will keep himself that scoped AUG he's had for quite some time now. As Waterfalls looks to try and open things up. Yeah, he's got himself that kill towards Idis Balance in middle, and he'll be feeling relatively happy with that now. He's got the man advantage. Waterfalls, if he can build up quite a bit of confidence early, if he can build up some momentum, that's a good sign for Extremum. He is been stellar coming in from Vertigo, topping the scoreboard, top fragger on the server easily there. He's such a beast. He played well at the major. That's when really started getting a name for himself back at the E-League major in QBF. Not finds himself in Extremum. Perhaps there's another time for him to prove himself as Archie will take away Saltfic. It'll be into a 2-man advantage for the CT side. Much better here from Extremum. Yeah, they bring a fight to Team Spirit on Mirage as well. Well, Archie will find Coldy. Sumdai able to trade on in, and it will be a 2v4. Sumdai will get the kill up towards Palace. Vitosh finished off another trade. Looking to come through as Talker will get that kill. The bomb is on the floor. No plant coming through. Not enough time for it either. With Chopper, he will be left alone, standing a little bit red in the face as he wants to hang on to that AUG. He's gripping it tight. He's had it for quite a few rounds now. It's quite sentimental to him. He doesn't want to give it away. He's only died once so far. The majority of his team have died very limited times, but Extremum, that's a good pickup. They needed that round win, and they've got it. Now they do have a good chance to sort of build up a decent affair on their CT side. This is definitely not looking too easy for Team Spirit. I think after you see sort of Waterfalls be confident and take those early fights, you know this is going to be a fun one. Well, the bomb will be coming, making its way over towards A. It's currently sitting there, and it looks like they're going to go for an A split here on Team Spirit. Multiple players running in from the connector. They have Saltfic cutting off the rotations inside the middle. Chopper needs to find at least one here, and he has got that. Vitosh hits the deck. Waterfalls has been finished off as well, and much better here from Team Spirit. They wrap the A bomb site. They get the map control easily, and they end up taking the round relatively simply as well here, it looks like. Unless Erscape and Talker manage to pull off an incredible 2v5. And that would be incredible, especially with barely any utility. I mean, they don't have a Molotov and a nade, so most definitely the safe call here. Team Spirit will get 5. At this point, Team Spirit aren't exactly in a position where they're capable of just hunting these guns. You know, it would be ill-advised, but Chopper, he's willing to risk his AUG, and he will get the kill for it. So risk-reward is there. And that will be Airscape hitting the floor, and Talker into the 1v5. Time ticking. And it will be 5-1. There's Talker with 1 kill on the SDY. And that'll be it. Job done. Okay, so Extremum have got to buy into this one. It's going to be, you know, it's not going to be bad, but it's definitely not a strong buy. They have got some weaknesses. It's going to be the MP9 for Vitosh, FAMAS there on Archie. And all the Team Spirit here. It's going to be Vitosh making his way through Palace. He will get the kill onto Chopper, and it'll be into the man advantage for the CT side. Extremum, they need to hang on to this as well. If they want to have any sort of say, they need to just keep competing, not allow Team Spirit to have a chance to build the economy, and also to build up quite a few rounds in momentum. That's probably the most important part here, is Extremum just stay in this game as much as possible. They mentally stay in it. They don't allow Team Spirit to build up a lot of runs, then, you know, this could be a very close half. The thing is, I was kind of predicting Team Spirit to walk away with it. Mirage, I was expecting a very dominant start here, but I definitely see chances for Extreme, so they're making me sort of think. And perhaps I'll stop underestimating the team at this point, because they are playing very well. I thought, you know, maybe it's just a map choice of Vertigo. They were looking solid on that, but I think on an individual level, they can actually go pound for pound against Team Spirit here, because they are looking pretty solid. Waterfalls is nuts. Airscape is great. I'm going to make their way back over towards A here, Team Spirit. Most of the players coming in from Palace. They have one a little bit further off towards Ladder Room, so this is going to be multiple players coming through, and it will be Vitosh back in towards CT. Bomb getting planted. It'll be a man advantage for the CT side. Archie is there in behind with a FAMAS. He could actually drop Saltfig here. He's not going to be expecting this play whatsoever, as Archie will pick that up. Looking for another as well, but the Molotov is going to go towards Sandwich. Vitosh has arrived to the party, and that will be a kill. As all of the Disbalanced dies left alone until 1 versus 4, and Extremum have pulled this one off. Disbalance hits the floor. Is there enough time for the defuse? 100%, as Airscape's already been on it, and that will be it. That is another easy round there for Extremum. They only lose one single player. Team Spirit do get the bomb planted, they get the A site, but again, they cannot hold on to it. Whisk reward, yeah. You know, that would be an excellent prize, right? You know, the winner gets a whisk. That would be, as long as it's an electric whisk. It's not one of those manual ones where you actually have to do it yourself. Well, and will be utility being thrown on over. It's Team Spirit trying to make a statement this time. They go for the rush B. They want to see what they can do with their aim. They want to see if they can drop them, but it's a brick wall they've run into. It'll be Airscape and Talker both collecting kills, and Archie's on a flank as Waterfalls is coming right into it. This is just sheer dominance from Extremum. This is not looking good for Team Spirit, as all the kills go in the way of the CT side, and that's a third on the board for Extremum. Feeling very confident about themselves right now, I'm sure, because they have just dominated Team Spirit. Team Spirit trying to throw something in. They're like, okay, let's rush B. Let's just see what we can do here. We'll see. We're better than them. We'll go right in. We'll just take aim fights. Nope. Extremum stop them in their path, and Team Spirit get nowhere near that bomb site. It seems like they've got an unlimited cash supply though. They've got another buy coming in. This one finally will be the last. It will be the Mac 10 from Chopper, a Galil on Sulfic, the rest on AK-47s. Waterfalls to throw the nade towards top mid. I'll look down the barrel. Shot from Talker will hit through the smoke, but no kill. Will be fine. Some Young will just hide behind the wall. He will not go through. Instead decides to take his time. Team Spirit. Oh, that's beautiful. Disbalance. A headshot through the smoke starts things off. They've got the man advantage to work with now. They just need to hold on to it. Cannot afford to throw it away. Cannot afford to allow a trade to come through, and Archie is going to do that. Exactly that. He's going to walk around. He might just get more, but Disbalance does get the advantage back. It's going to be the man advantage for the T side still. Team Spirit, that was a bit of a scare inside the middle. That could have ended their approach immediately if it had been 2 kills for Archie. Although Vitosh is actually pushed all the way through ramp and multiple players coming in towards his position. This could be a pick up for Vitosh. There he looks for the kill. He holds the advanced angle, and because of that, Sam Young is able to get him. And so the problem is now the A bomb site is gone. Extremum have the 2-man deficit. Might just be the safe call here. Chances to winning this is relatively slim. So Team Spirit will get themselves 6. Back and forth this game goes. Definitely shaping up to be a fun one. An exciting one. And time will tick. Team Spirit will hit. They're 6th on the board. Maybe they could cook some plays up. Yeah, that would, that's definitely, that's what we need to, so we're going to go into business together, Anti-V Games. We're going to create some sort of gaming whisk. We're going to have it all slapped on the front, cook up some of your best plays or something. That's going to be the marketing plan. We got this. It's going to be a multi-million-dollar idea. Well, Team Spirit are going to put most of their players outside of the A bomb site. The bomb currently there as well. This is going to be every single player for the Team Spirit. It's probably going to be just a very simple A execute. One smoke up towards stairs, one towards CT. That'll be the utility being thrown on in towards the A bomb site. Flashbang at the ready, smokes there as well. And they start to move their way through. There's going to be multiple players coming through. Sotfik, he is going to be here with the AUG as he looks down the barrel on the default. A kill onto Vitosh. And it will be a 4v4. The bomb will get planted. A kill from Chopper as well. It'll be Waterfalls, Airscape and Talker into a 3 versus 4. The time will take and the run will be theirs. Surely if this retake is not successful, as Waterfalls looking to come on in, he will get the trade that pulls it back, but Coldy and Dine balance. 2 very quick kills indeed. Leaves Talker on his own in the 1v3. He does get the first and the second. Perhaps there is a chance here for Talker as he is going to tap that bomb. Chopper has to come in from ramp. He will look at the wrong angle here, Talker, but Chopper's missed it up. He hasn't got the kill. It's going to be Talker spraying away, going in for the defuse, and what a clutch from Talker. All 3 kills go his way, and when things were looking impossible, it is the clutch from the god himself, Talker, and they needed that one. Extremum, they have to be happy about that. So multiple players in Team Spirit feeling very triggered about that one. They want to get in towards the A bomb site. A waterfall strategy, but they might be met by Archie. 2 kills coming in as Sotfik and Coldy will both fall. Young does get himself 1 kill, but it's still the man advantage for the CT side. And Team Spirit, they have to get that bomb planted. I disbalance. Oh no, blocked on Waterfalls. There's the kill. AWP into his hands not, as it's looking pretty dire, but the bomb has been planted for connector, and inside of the connector is I disbalance. He has got an AWP. Now this is going to be the retake. 3 players coming back in from CT. As he starts to come on through, it is going to be the smoke that'll cover off the cross. Molotov will go in towards connector. And Chopper is just going to be sitting here on the ramp. Bomb ticking. Defuse coming in from Talker again, but Chopper has picked up the headshot towards Ticket. Vitosh gets that kill, but the defuse is coming through. I just balance has no chance. Off towards short, and it will be another round for Extremum. The retake is successful, and Team Spirit are being toyed with. The bomb plant comes through, so that gives them some extra cash, but it's still not enough for a buy. This is absolutely nuts from Extremum. It seemed that many, including I, perhaps underestimated coming into this match. I seen it when I was on my schedule. I seen Spirit versus Extremum. I said, okay, it's probably going to be a 2-0. I mean, anything but. Take a look at those odds brought to you by GG.bet as well. They definitely agree that Team Spirit should be the favourites. Pause undone by Team Spirit. Perhaps feeling a little bit shook up, and I wouldn't really Wouldn't really advise against the pause, that's for sure. Pause definitely worth it. And Team Spirit, let's see what they've cooked up during that pause. Got any mad strategies to come on through? There's going to be Coldy coming on in. Skip is going to be finished off. An early advantage picked up by Coldy as he wants another one. He's hungry for it as well as he starts to make his way in towards the bomb site. Saltfic is going to be there with a Mac 10 and he will take the kill on the Talker, looking back towards short and doing damage there as well. This is much better from Team Spirit. They have got control of the bomb site. They're creating chaos. And they are doing a great job of climbing that ladder. As the kills coming on through, it's Waterfalls left into the 1v4. He's got to find his way back into this somehow, but it's not going to happen. He'll just save the AWP off towards A. And the good old pause was used. It was used to construct a high-end strategy with a lot of moving pieces. And, you know, the rush B strategy is it's always difficult to pull off. But they make it happen. And that's all that matters. Getting back and forth, neither team and really taking too much control whatsoever. It will be the kill from Waterfalls, able to find Coldy early in this op. It's gonna have to have a lot of impact. More impact than usual, and Waterfalls is being a stellar player for the team. Saltfic is going to be down towards mid. A very slow run coming in here. Extremum just sitting back passively. Not really moving forward too much. And Team Spirit have realized that they have got most of the map under their control. So, in theory, they should start to take whatever part of the map they want. They have got one player left on B, and that is Waterfalls. He has to go nuclear if they come in towards him. Team Spirit starting to make their way up towards B. Definitely telegraphing they want to go towards this side of the map. All the players coming through short. They will clear ladder room. Realize it's empty. And all Waterfalls needs to go massive. Needs to pick up the kill. And there's the first. AWP lines up Saltfic. Can he get another? You better believe he can. As that's a triple kill. Looking back towards short. It is going to be Airskip falling. But it's all on Chopper. A 1v4. AWP looks down the barrel. And Waterfalls gets the quad kill. What a beast play from him. We said he needed impact. And he's done it all. The one-man army. Waterfalls. Absolutely nuts there from Waterfalls. Like, absolutely crazy stuff. You know, he's so much impact across Vertigo. Again, continuing that here on this map. Such an incredible player. Has impressed time and time again and will continue to do so with that level of impact. Team Spirit definitely going to be shook up about that one. They're put onto a bit of a weaker buy. There's going to be a couple of upgraded pistols, some utility. As they start to make their way through the underpass, it will be most of the T players coming towards this side of the map. Team Spirit are going to be sitting back with the utility. And oh my, this has been a game that has been so vexing. You look at it on paper and you go 2-0 Spirit easily. But
no, anything but easy. Coldy gonna have to fight for it with the CZ. Has picked up Archie, but again, the man Waterfall's picking up the trade kill, keeping it even, keeping his team in it. And it will be Vitosh on default, sitting here with the Og. Gonna start to spam away, and that's 2 kills on the Og. The second kill as well coming through is just brilliant on the spray. He might get a little bit more here as they start to run on past him. Last player's low. He does get the triple, but Waterfalls finishes off the job. And it's Extremum 7-7. Last round of the half coming up. It is going to be a buy from Team Spirit, but it will be Extremum having to purchase into this one. They've got everything they could possibly want. Team Spirit, they're going to have to go for the Mac 10 on Saltfig just to afford some extra utility. Well, Team Spirit, they have got multiple players sitting outside of the A bomb site. They've got pretty much everyone at the ready now as they go on in. It's going to be the flashbangs, the smokes, the rifles coming on through. Extremum have to hold on yet again. They made the right call. They've rotated 3 players over. The 4th is going to be arriving very shortly. And so this is going to be a very solid retake. They're going to leave it open. Waterfalls will take damage, but still give some back. Chopper's been dropped to 23 HP. What is going on? Waterfalls still alive somehow. It's been shot up loads of times towards jungle. And what is Archie doing? This communication must be terrible on the Extremum side. Archie goes back to check underpass and his teammate's there. Okay, and he does damage to his teammate as well. Oh no. This is starting to fall apart for Extremum. They move right through the Molotov inside of CT. They want to get in towards the bomb site. They have got the AK, picking up the headshot. Solfik gets that one, but Airscape's there. Straight away with a trade. Another kill from Talker. And they're making this happen. The CTs are pulling this one back. And it's all on Nidus Balance. It's all on Coldy. They have to try and pull it off. Coldy gets the second kill. Waterfalls picks it up. But there is no time. It will be 8-7. Team Spirit will take the lead at the half, but not by much. Only the 1 round. Very easily could have gone either way. And this game is heating up. This is going to be an extremely exciting one. And I cannot wait to see the second half because Team Spirit, they've got everything to play for right now. This is not the start they would have liked coming into the close qualifiers. You know, they've made the minor, they've made the major, but this might be a tall task for them. Extremum showing up here on both maps. Players. It's going to be a Molotov going up towards window. The bomb will be transferring its way back in through ramp. Rolling up towards Palace. It will be Talker sitting here, but Outskip is able to get himself on his balance. Coldy able to pick up a kill on the Archie, and Talker is there with a kill. It will be a 3v4. A man advantage for the T side. And some Dayang, that's a grid headshot. Vitosh finished off as he tries to plant. And Team Spirit, they need this one. And they are doing significant damage. Although, still 3v3. Waterfalls. Oh, he spotted the head off towards short. And Talker can assist him, but Airskip has fallen. And so they're going to have to try and pull this off. Talker's got the trade kill back into the 2v2, but the bomb is under control of the CTs, who are both inside the A bomb site. They should have that information, and Talker flicks to the left. He could get the second as well, and that's a quad kill overall. What is that from Talker? What a pistol. And it will be 8-8. The scoreline even yet again, and this is not a game that will be easy for either side. Extremum, you have to remember back to Vertigo. When they won the second half pistol, they went on a tear. This is going to be scary from Team Spirit. Their CT side, it hasn't been amazing on Vertigo. We'll see what it is like on Mirage, but we know Extremum have strong T sides. They definitely did enough on the CT side. Extremum, let's see what they've got on their T. Shaping up for an AX2. It's going to be Outskip winding them up. The double kill is in. Some Young and Idis balance. They will hit the floor together. And it will be Coldy, Saltfik, and Chopper left in a 3v5. Utility is going to drop in below the wood. And Coldy is just going to hold off with a 5-7. Rounds a couple of shots. Damage being done. Not a kill though. Waterfalls will set up inside of the palace. Has got Airskip just to his right. He's there equipped. Pulled back. Because at this point, Extremum, they're going to be held off. Coldy's actually got a kill, and Chopper could actually get another one here as well. The pistol's doing the damage, and this is not what they wanted. This is a nightmare scenario. Luckily, the T's will find the kills back. If they can continue to do this, this is exactly what they would want. But Saltfic is alone. It's a 1v1. As he looks back up, it's Saltfic with the triple kill. He will pull it off for Team Spirit. And a round that should have easily have been Extremum's is not to be. Team Spirit will get their 9th. That is going to be frustrating for Extremum. A chance to perhaps build up a lead in the second half on their opponent's map pick. And you've already got a map lead yourself. Very disappointing indeed. It's going to be the top mid push from Midas Balance though. That'll result in a kill early on the Archie, but the trade is in from Talker. Chopper's just sitting here inside a mid, waiting for multiple players to come in towards him, and Chopper will find that kill. Chopper sitting here with the Deagle, able to pick up Chopper, and it will be a 3v3. .45 seconds. Vitosh grouping up the rest of his team. They want to try and get in towards this A bomb site. Currently no one there, but Sum Young picks up the crucial kill. If Waterfalls would have found that one, it probably could have been a round there for Extremum. Still can be a round, but it's going to be much more difficult now that they've lost Waterfalls. And really conceded that position towards jungle. This is where we most likely will see the retake successful, but the bomb plant and 2 kills is already enough for Extremum. You know, not really too much that was expected of them coming into this, but managed to make a meal of it. It's one rich in nutrients because Team Spirit, you have to come back in for the retake. Flash goes in towards ramp. Smoke goes on towards the bomb as well. Tap comes through. They're trying to bait out the opponents, and there's the kill from Saltfic. Last man alive is, of course, Talker. He tried to deny the bomb's defusal. No one was on the bomb, but obviously he cannot know that. And it will be 10 for Team Spirit. Double figures are reached. And, you know, I didn't really take too much note of the third map of the series. If we need it, it'll be trade. Now, I personally would say that Team Spirit should win that one, right? But after a close performance here in Mirage, if we do go to trade, it probably will be another close affair. Over on the B stream, we have had Vegas Squadron take it on Not Bad, and they ended up winning that 16-11, 16-12. 2-0 win for Vegas Squadron, so they cleanly move forward. Midas Balance will take himself a kill on the Waterfalls. Chopper up towards Palace with the MP9. Not too much here for Extremum to work with. Should be a relatively simple affair for the boys here on Team Spirit. As Vitosh is trying to make his way through ramp, he will have the Deagle and he will get a little bit of damage done, but again, not too much being shown to him. You heard that? I saw my shoes falling off a shoe rack. Brilliant. Anyway, Sumdayon has picked up Archie, and that'll be on his balance. That'll finish off the job. A clean pickup across the board for Team Spirit. Relatively easy as well. Should have been, and he'll live up to it. All you can do is beat what's in front of you, and they do that. You also beat what's behind you, and to your left, and to your right, I guess. Speaking about Counter-Strike games, you always have to say in front. But it will be 11-8 though. Team Spirit hit the 11th round, and they get a little bit more than that. I'm sure they would hope they could. At this point, Waterfalls will be holding towards top mid, waiting for aggression. He's done a good job on the Sum Young, and he's expecting another player to be there. And that's the right call indeed. There's another one coming. He's going to have to try and drop this player as well. Chopper just holding the left. And Waterfalls is about to walk right into his crosshair. That is it, Chopper. Absolutely beautiful. Just waits there towards top mid. Waits for the player to come towards him. And pays off. We'll be into a 4v4. And the bomb is there towards top middle. At this point, Extremum, I wouldn't say they're looking too comfortable. But it's not too bad. Start to make their way in towards the B bomb site as Team Spirit currently have 2 players here. An iron hold. Chopper needs to get 1 on the MP9 and that is it. Only 1 for him. AWP needs to stand tall from behind this balance and it will get 1 as well. Can it get a little bit more though? A Talker quickly moving in. An interesting way of taking that kill, but it does pay off. And it will be Cordy now picking up the trade kill on the Vidosh. The man advantage with the CT side, but the lineup for Vidosh. He fixed the bomb, he bits them both in towards him, and he lines them both up. It will be another round on the board for Extremum, and they are still in this game, ladies and gentlemen. They are still fighting, and what an upset this would be to start off the CIS minor close qualifiers. Team Spirit taking a loss 2-0 to Extremum in a best of 3. I don't know if anyone would have predicted that. Maybe someone in the world, but it probably would have been just based off of a random guess to be cool, you know? Not to be... Not sort of taking the educated decision and sort of taking the right prediction that, you know, all the stats lead towards, but perhaps there was someone like that that could read this from happening. But damage being done, it'll be a grenade gun up towards the palace, or shall I say the apartments. This talk will be dropped to 6 HP. Basically a man advantage for Team Spirit, but he's still walking, so you cannot give it to them. They might just lose an early man here towards Connector. Damage being done on the Sumda Young, he's forced away. They will sort of bully their way in towards Connector. And I'll try and hold on to it as well. Skip is going to be here with the Galil, able to take away Sumda Young. And the man advantage is on that T side. Although our Skip and Talker are only on 4 HP and 6 HP, they actually still have the man advantage. 55 seconds left. Vitosh towards T-spawn. The bomb is actually all the way inside the middle. And so at this point, Extreme, the map is their oyster. Where do they want to go? Where do they want to bring this one? Because it is all theirs to play with. 40 seconds left. Bomb being brought up towards the B apartments. Multiple players coming on through. Coldy has to have a field day. Has to get more than 1 here. They're going to face into him. There's the first. Can he get a second as he falls back inside of the site? So many are low. Missed shot from Midas Balance. Team Spirit looking to try and pull this off, but Midas Balance will get the collateral. 2 for 1. He's taking the sale at the supermarket. And they all have to fall away. Extremum, they've missed the deal. They will fall away. And it will be a round win here for Team Spirit. 12-9. 4 rounds away from bringing us to train. The 3rd map in the series. Well, Extremum have come into this one with a purchase. Things were looking good for them as they ran in towards B at the end there. That was until Midas Balance wrecked them, so... I mean, fair enough. Not much you can do there. Kinda got stuck inside of the apartments. Didn't quite get out fast enough, and the AWP very happily picked up the collateral. It's not over yet though. Extreme still have a relatively okay purchase into this one. It will be the AWP in the hands of Waterfalls. We've seen the impact that can bring. P250 has actually found the opening kill, sourced it onto Chopper, lying in underneath wood. It'll be the man advantage for the T side as they start to make their way through. So Fika throw the Molotov low towards underpass. Extreme will send the players back over towards T-spawn, bringing themselves through. The bomb will be there alongside multiple players as Sophic needs to go huge as he gets the first. That'll be the trade immediately through from Talker. And so middle, yeah, it's being picked up by Extreme, but they're not going to give it, at all. You know, they'll concede it, they'll go back toward T-spawn, they'll go for the A hit. They have one player inside of the connector, one in CT for the CT side, but they've actually rotated away from B. Enough of a fake has been given by Archie on the 1P250. This is a masterclass from Extremum on how to play the low buy as they move their way through in towards the A bomb site. Sumdayoung gets away with a kill onto the expendable player with the P250. He'll start to make his way back into the bomb site, but Extremum have already got control of it. The flashbanger on the corner, but there's Coldy with a kill. Let's actually talk about that kill. And it's going to be a man advantage for the CT side into the retake. They know one player's up inside of Palace, so it all falls onto Vitosh. And he's got the AWP inside of the ramp. Can he manage to pull this one off as he looks back into the site? There's damage done on the cold. He looks back up towards the stairs, but the defuse comes through. And that is it. That is so simple from Team Spirit. Great utility usage. Forces the player back inside of Palace. Block off the player inside of the ramp with the player putting pressure onto him from stairs. They just defuse while the time's ticking, and there we go. Team Spirit, they walk away with 13, and this is starting to look a little bit scary now for Extremum here at Mirage. They have put up a good fight, but you know, it's not been enough just yet. We'll take a look at those odds brought to you by GG.bet as well. So this year things are shaping up in the series. Certainly still favourites are Team Spirit 1.18 to win the series, or perhaps Mirage. It doesn't say exactly what it is, but we'll see. Currently, Team Spirit looking to try and get themselves those 3 needed to bring them over the line. Whereas Extremum, they'll need a few more. But it's still possible that they come back into this. We've seen some crazy stuff from them. They always make the low buys competitive, right? They never really let it fall apart. They never really let it be one-sided. Oh. Minus bounce. We'll take the first shot. It lands, it connects on the waterfalls, but it's still not the kill. A leg shot comes through, but Talker will get that opening kill towards B, then walks in with his back turned. He was looking towards short for that player who's trying to assist his teammates to come through, but ends up walking with his back side facing an opponent. So not exactly the greatest decision, but they have walked in towards A. Airscape close towards CT. Unfortunately, can't make it work, and I think Minus Balance has just spotted one towards stairs, so thinks twice about just playing in the open and throwing that flashbang. Instead, will pull out the AWP and get the kill. Deagle in hand as well. Minus Balance is showing up on Mirage in a big way. He has been quiet in the series on Vertigo, but here on Mirage, he's been anything but. He's been an annoyance to Extremum. A great asset to Team Spirit's side. And Chopper will finish off the job here, giving 14 to Team Spirit. And that'll end up being only 2 rounds away now for Team Spirit to take Mirage. They're map pick in the series, remember, so things should look better for them here. And you have to remember, you have to really think back to Vertigo. 12-3 half from Team Spirit. All they needed was 4 more rounds. They could have walked away with the series 2-0, but Extremum put up a fight. They bring it to double OT. They end up winning it. So you can't really take that away from them. Extremum have been a team that's impressed me. I'm sure they've impressed a lot of others too. A pause has come through. I believe this one is a technical pause. But obviously being online, you can't really enforce the sort of rule set of it being a technical pause. You're not really allowed to talk. You can enforce that much more heavily when it comes to playing on the server at a LAN event. Well, the unpause does come through, and Team Spirit are ready to go, alongside Extremum, who have got themselves a good buy. It's going to be the utility on every single player. AWP in the hands of Waterfalls. They've got assets to work with here, Extremum, but can they pull it off? Team Spirit have looked much better in these last couple of rounds. A lot less mistakes being made, a lot more individuals stepping up. And that has been a big part of the success of Team Spirit, the sort of avenue I would say to go down if you have the individuals, to definitely just use them and try and force them into fights and try to win those aim duels. And you can see Team Spirit getting aggressive, feeling confident now. Kind of shook up, I'm sure, from Extreme. I'm not really expecting this hard of a game, I would say. But Extreme have got some experience on their team. They've got Waterfalls, who obviously has had a great performance at some big events and upset bigger teams than Team Spirit, you know, so... Extreme are not going to play scared. They're not going to be scared to face against Team Spirit, and they've definitely shown they can play their own game, and it's always been nice to watch. And they might just meet the round here, as Team Spirit are looking hungry to take it to Train. And I think when we move on to Train, I've kind of said it's probably going to be a close affair, because we've seen Waterfalls play it consistently well. Now I've started to see I just balance step up, and you know, Train is an op-centric map. It's a map where you're going to see a lot of the op plays come through. That's a tantalizing sort of affair. I'm looking forward to seeing that heavyweight battle between those two players. Well, there's going to be 35 seconds left. It's going to be the push from Extremum in towards the A bomb site. Still 5v5, but as soon as I say that, Airskip gets one kill, but Coldy and Sophic and Chopper, they get themselves 3. Airskip left alone, the only player really doing anything at this point. But he is on his own in the 1v3, running fastly away towards the B-bomb site. And currently one player there, and that's Coldy. He's actually picked up that headshot, and the bomb can get planted. Now the retake has to come in. It's going to be a 2v1. There's the kill from Midas Balance. The cleanup comes in. It's map point for Team Spirit. And a valiant attempt there from Coldy. He realizes, shall I say, Airskip, as he realizes he has to run in towards the B-bomb site. No time left, tucks up tail, runs in, gets the kill on a Coldy towards short. And actually gives himself a bit of a chance there, but it's not enough. He doesn't quite capitalize upon it. And it will be 15-9. Map point for Team Spirit, starting to feel very confident, very happy on here on Mirage. And all things considered, you know, have been a couple of close rounds. Extreme haven't really had a say in the second half, though. Team Spirit have looked solid. Only been 2 rounds for Extreme on the second half. Everything else has went Team Spirit's way. And here goes Idis Ballots. Looking for that aggressive pick towards A ramp. He has gone there again. Coldy up towards the B apartments. There's a big gap in that smoke, which Talker will play with. He walks around the edge. Coldy was waiting for it. He was ready for it, but still loses the infight. There will be a battle going on towards ramp as well. Team Spirit were looking for the trade towards ramp and start to flex a muscle. It will be Chopper picking that up, but Airskip will take away some Young, and so Sophic has to hold towards B. Can he hold on? Can he just get a couple of kills? No, he will hit the deck. His Waterfalls. There's the kill, and look at that. Archie will just sit below window, allows Idis Balance to walk into his crosshair. Is Chopper able to pick up Archie? So 1v3. At this point, 1 minute left on the clock. Bomb will be making its way safely over towards the B apartments, and actually can hop on through. You have one player over towards the A side of the map, and he'll be making his way back through CT. The bomb getting planted is relatively easy here for the T side. I think Chopper would love to pull this off, but realistically it's probably not going to happen. So he's just going to sit back towards A. Towards CT spawn to save this AK-47 into the next one. Because these rounds have been so close, you know, I have said, yeah, well, Extreme have only managed to win 2 rounds in the second half. But every round they've played, it's been relatively close, right? So Team Spirit have actually started to suffer a little bit on the economic side of things. But Chopper saving that means he can drop over to Coldy. And it really is only Coldy that's had the economic suffer. The rest of them, they do have a buy. But again, like I said, if they lose this one, they're probably not going to be too happy with their economy. Luckily, Chopper saving the AK on over. He can drop that over towards Coldy. The rest of them can get a very solid buy across the board. And they can feel a bit more confident about this one. But Extremum, it's do or die time. It's trying to pull it off here. Trying to pull it back to overtime yet again. Otherwise, we're going to Train, and it will be a good start from Some Young. The push through ramp does not work out for Vittosh to pick up on the CT side early. Multiple players making their way through mid. 3 players towards top boxes. There goes Waterfalls with 1 kill on the Idis balance. It's going to be a 4v4. Multiple players from Extremum are going to be sitting inside the middle. 1 player inside of the connector. He almost starting to make his way back away. 1 player inside the ramp as well, but there goes Young. Archie able to find the trade, but it's still a 3v3 with over a minute, slightly over a minute left on this clock to play with for Extremum. The bomb is in T-spawn. They've still got 2 Molotovs, 2 flashbangs, but no smoke. So this is going to be difficult. Chopper has to win this fight. And there's the headshot. Waterfalls will fall. Man advantage on the CT side. T-Spirit look to pull this off as we head into a beautiful camera angle. This is showing us so much, but Archie's starting to make his way through. The bomb is on the A site. Coldy surely denies this as he walks around the corner. Talker will get the bomb plant, but the kill is in. It's all onto Archie. The bomb planted for him as he starts to make his way through jungle. This has to be the retake from Team Spirit. Surely they managed to pull this off as Archie will hold the cross. Sophic comes into the crosshair and Archie loses the duel. It's a pickup for Team Spirit. They will end up winning this map. Mirage goes their way, and as we are going to go to a short break, we will return with the final map of the series. It's going to be Train, and there's been stellar performances across the board. I'm looking forward for the heavyweight battle between Idis Balance and Waterfalls on that map. It should be a fun one. Stick around and we'll see you then.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.